Oh, you like talking in front of people? Well, I don't mind. Next thing, Viv Reese taps me on the shoulder and says, "Thank you for volunteering, Geraint." Oh, that's a surprise. Anyway, I'm going to talk about the Aber Valley, St Henry de l'Abertrino. It wasn't called the Aber Valley when I was in grammar school. It was called St Henry de l'Abertrino. But of course, it is originally the only place that was called the Aber Valley was the Aber Valley YMCA. And then over the years, the Aber Valley Male Voice Choir, and now they've got an Aber Valley Heritage Group, an Aber Valley Community Council. So that's so those who have been away for many years know where the Aber Valley is. My first recollection of grammar school was not after I passed the exam. It was when I was in the air in Aberystwyth. We used to go down to the local school and rehearse dancing, and they called me Slim in school, right? Well, if you bought the Caerphilly book, this one, you'll see the fat little fellow on the top left hand, very overweight, and it was 6 months before I entered the grammar school, and when I got there, they called me Slim. Understand that? And so I passed the 11 plus on my first try. In those days, I don't know if many of you used to have 2 tries for grammar school. I passed on my first try. That was my pinnacle of my academic success. and then I entered grammar school, and one of my first recollections was Jonah. Now, a lot of you wouldn't know Jonah. His name is Idris Jones, and his son is Peter Jones. He lives on St Martin's Road. Jonah was the maths teacher, I think, and he hit a little boy in my class called Idris Powell, hit him into the corner and said, "Now shut up, you little bastard." and he was a chapel man, and that frightened me stiff. Anyway, we used to come to school on the Aber Valley on the train until 1963, St Peter's closed all railways. And I've got a little story with a chap called Colin Bolshin. I don't know if you remember him. He had an older brother called David. And Colin Bolshin, we had the old type style trains early on in where compartments with a little corridor up the side. And I was in the compartment. Now I don't know whether I had anything to do with this, but Colin picked on a boy called Roger Ellis. Roger Ellis used to wear the school uniform, but always wore Wellingtons. He wore Wellingtons, and he had a piece of string with him, and he used to carry around to school with him. And he was a very clever boy, actually. Anyway, Colin decided to tie him up on the rack. He put him on the rack, gagged him, and I think I did help, but I can't remember how much contribution I had. Tied him to the rack, and then got the thing in it. The train went back to Caerphilly, came back, it went to Cardiff, came back, and Roger was found on the rack at 6:30 on the evening. So we had great fun with that. Everybody would have actually murdered me. And then we travelled on the bus in 1964-65. And the local bus company was called Hazel's. It was still Evans and posh bus. But of course the company could only go for the cheapest bus, so they went for the Hazel's bus. Now the Hazel's bus the top was like that, and in the back it had a big curve. And you know that Trick Kennedy did this, I assume, you know, by Henry Denny now. And as we got to the bowls, also we'd all run to the back. And the curve of the bus would scrape along the bus, and his sparks flying. And as we got to the bottom, we'd all run to the front of the bus, and the bus would be like this, running right in there. Well, I were all driving it. We had great fun for a couple of years. Now, right, so I'll move on to that. When I got into grammar school, I hadn't realised there were a number of staff from the Aber Valley. The first one, I only knew in the last 3 or 4 years, was a man called Bridley Jenkins, who you probably know as Sack. Sack was an absolutely brilliant teacher, very quiet, very softly spoken, always wore a gown. He's a lovely, lovely man. And then there was another guy called Don Bradfield. He was, I think, a rear gunner in the area. And then he came to teach woodwork in the grammar school for many, many years. Lovely, lovely, lovely man. And then we had Jim Miles, who taught chemistry. Now, chemistry was a complete mystery to me. And all the sciences, I was absolutely I didn't know anything about it. What the hell is he talking about? I didn't know. Anyway, Jim, the little story about Jim was when I passed first try in grammar school, there were about, say, 20 of us. I think it must be about 90 boys, three classes going into the grammar school, but there were about 20 boys who passed first try. And Jim was in charge of a rugby team that was formed with only the first tryers. And then we wouldn't play any other grammar schools, we'd actually play in the local junior schools. Because boys then would be our seniors. That's one of the memories I have of Jim. And then we had a lovely, lovely character who used to live up in Braincoin up in Abertidal, called Malvin Howells. Now you all, I'm sure you know Malvin Howells. We do with Bowie, his son, Geraint. I don't know whether they call him Bowie. Anybody younger Bowie that they call him in the valley? Well, I got a little story about Malvin that my friend John Jenkins was in the choir. Actually, John started grammar school the year I was born. John is better telling me the stories, but he said I should tell this one. In the corner of the grammar school, as you look at the grammar school, top left, right on the top left, there was a lecture theatre. Yeah. I can't remember how many tiers there were, like 3 or 4 tiers of it. And in fact, just as an aside, I was taught history by a man called Vincent Kane, who became the BBC man, presenter on BBC. But anyway, Bowie came in and all the boys were sitting on their desk like this. Bowie was doing the register. It was Adams, Bateman, Corcoran, Davis, John, Evans. What's that Bowie say? Nothing at all. And Bowie was head down in the register. Is Evans here? And all the boys put their hands down and go, no sir. And they all had both times. And Bowie walked out, apparently Bowie walked out and never came back. And he was laughing so much. What a guy. He was fantastic. Sorry, my battery's running out. Never has before. Here we are. Now, I like to mention the boys. You will all have memories of somebody who came from the Aber Valley in your year group. I'm trying to cut it down because there's hundreds of boys. He's not, the list as long as his arm. But I'm sort of picking and choosing. If you have anybody I've missed out, I apologize now. Because I'm in the music world, there have been some lovely musicians who come from the Aber Valley. John, who I mentioned earlier on, John Jenkins was an extraordinary trumpeter. Played in the Windsor Colliery Band, and played in the Army Band, and played for a couple of dance bands, Norman Holt and Eliden Thomas, amongst others. And he's a tremendous trumpeter. He doesn't play anymore, lips are gone, I think. Or the fingers. and then we have a man called Geraint Parry. I'm not sure if any of you remember Geraint Parry. Yes, you do. Geraint Parry was a brilliant pianist, and he went up to teach up in Essex and formed the Woodland Fellows Male Voice Choir. He's a lovely, lovely man. And then we have a chap called Barry Jones, I think,